15 Things You Didn't Know About Adidas. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers, welcome to another amazing video. This time we'll take a look at one of the top sportswear brands, the brand with the 3 stripes, Adidas. Adidas is the biggest sportswear manufacturer in Europe, and the second in the whole world. It's pretty well known that it all started as a family business when 2 brothers made shoes in their mother's kitchen in a small town in Germany after World War I. But the brothers, Rudi and Adi Dasler, got into an argument during an air raid in World War II, and so the company split up. Rudi Dasler went on to start the shoe company, known today as Puma, and Adi Dasler named his company Adidas, from the first 3 letters of his names. And the rest, as they say, is history. But Adidas is so much more than one brother's success over another. It has become a holding company known as the Adidas Group, which includes such brands as Reebok, TaylorMade Adidas, Runtastic, and owns 9% of FC Bayern Munich, making hundreds of millions in profits yearly. To date, the Adidas Group boasts a market capitalization of almost $19 billion. And because Alux is all about the most successful and prestigious brands in the world, we decided to take a closer look at this brand to find out the secrets behind its success. Before we get started, we'd like to thank our sponsors, which make our daily videos possible. This video is funded by our team at Alux.com. We built this platform for like-minded people. We want you to share your ideas, your stories, and your vision for the world. Be part of the largest community of luxury and fine living enthusiasts in the world at Alux.com. Here are 10 things you didn't know about Adidas. Number 1. 41 years ago, Adidas signed the rap group Run DMC to a $1 million deal, an astronomical amount at that time. One night at a concert in Madison Square Garden in New York City, Run DMC told the audience to hold up their Adidas in the air. An executive from Adidas just so happened to be in the audience and was blown away by this. And so the rap group ended up with a $1.6 million endorsement deal and cemented Adidas' street cred and place in hip-hop culture. Interestingly enough, Russell Simmons was reportedly high on angel dust when he wrote the song My Adidas for the group, which went on to become one of his greatest hits. Number 2. 7 out of the 10 most expensive sneakers in 2016 are made by Adidas. Now, we're not talking about the retail price, which by the way range from $150 to $350. What we're talking about here is the resale price of limited editions, which costs thousands of dollars. The most expensive Adidas shoes, Adidas Pharrell Human Race, NMD, Friends and Family, go for $7,395 and were so exclusive they weren't even sold to the public. But rumor has it that you can buy them in New York at the BBC store, which just shows us that if you really want them and you have the money to spend for them, then they can be yours. Number 3. Adidas created the first shoe that used a microprocessor. Adidas launched the Adidas 1 in 2005, the first shoe that used a microprocessor, which made 5 million calculations every second to automatically adjust the level of cushioning depending on its environment. Each shoe came with a battery good for 100 hours of running. Later on, Adidas released newer models with even better cushioning performance. Number 4. Adidas has a fashion line in partnership with English designer Stella Mccartney. This critically acclaimed fashion line was started in 2004 when Adidas and Mccartney launched a women's sports collection called Adidas by Stella Mccartney. We expect this long-term relationship to wow us with innovative fashions for women's sports apparel for years to come. To date, Stella McCartney has a net worth of $75 million, making her one of the most successful young fashion designers of her generation. Number 5. Adidas has a mobile app that you can use to reserve limited edition shoes. You can now reserve shoes and other items from Adidas through an app on your phone called Adidas Confirmed. This is especially useful for diehard Adidas fans who need to reserve limited edition shoes before the stock runs out. Number 6. Adidas has a sneaker made from plastic recycled from the ocean. This shoe, the Adidas Future Biofabric, was launched in November of 2016 and is created from material called BioSteel, which is made of plastic taken from the ocean. The shoe is 100% biodegradable within 36 hours when exposed to the digestion enzyme proteinase. Number 7. Adidas' biggest regret is letting Michael Jordan get away. In 1984, Adidas was actually Michael Jordan's first choice for sponsorship, an idea that was strongly supported by the company's local distributors. Unfortunately, executives were eyeing taller players to endorse the brand. Nike offered Jordan $500,000 in an endorsement deal, and when Jordan asked if Adidas would match that, they passed. Jordan went to Nike and made millions for their brand. You win some, you lose some. But losing Jordan is probably one of Adidas' biggest mistakes, although they've made tremendous success with Stan Smith, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Run DMC, Missy Elliott, David Beckham, and now Kanye West and Pharrell Williams. Number 8. David Beckham is with Adidas for the rest of his life. Adidas probably learned their lesson with Michael Jordan, and they are not letting key endorsers get away. Take David Beckham, for example. Beckham retired from playing professional soccer in 2013, but has a lifetime endorsement deal with the brand, which he signed in 2003. And at that time was worth the unprecedented sum of $160.8 million today. Since he still retains superstar status, he continues to represent Adidas. Number 9. The iconic three-stripe logo actually came from another brand. We recognize the three stripes when we see it anywhere today, but Adi Dasler only started using the iconic logo in 1951, after buying it from Karhu, a Finnish shoe brand. The Dasler brothers had used 2 stripes, so Adi could not use that, and he found that a logo that had 4 stripes looked too messy. It is now part of the Adidas brand lore that Karhu sold the trademark for the 3-stripe logo to Adi Dasler for today's equivalent of only 1,600 euros, along with 2 bottles of whiskey. Number 10. Because Adidas fearlessly forges partnerships with big names, they have a tremendous impact on Generation Z. Adidas has partnered with very strong cultural influencers such as Kanye West, Pharrell Williams, and Nigo in launching new product lines to enormous success, especially among the young people of Generation Z. This is one of the ways that Adidas has stayed relevant and connected to youth culture, as they keep strong pulse of what's next. Adidas has declined to disclose just how much these endorsement deals are worth, but for Kanye West, at least it could be as much as $1 billion. This just added to West's enormous fortune, and we've covered this in detail in our video, 15 Things You Didn't Know About Kanye West, which you can check out by clicking the top right corner. Number 11. Adidas has a pair of shoes inspired by awesome basketball shots. The clutch shots of Dame Lillard, point guard for the Portland Trail Blazers, inspired a new model of Adidas basketball shoes called Lights Out Dame 3, known for coming up clutch during close games. Damian Lillard has led his team to victory numerous times and has twice been named an NBA All-Star. Number 12. The Sam Smith model is the best-selling Adidas shoe of all time. Since its debut in 1973, 40 million pairs of Sam Smith's tennis shoes have been sold. They are now considered to be iconic in the world of fashion. In spring of 2010, Phoebe Philo, the creative director of French fashion house Celine, was seen wearing them in the front row at Fashion Week in Paris, and although this was not an official endorsement, this caused the sales of Sam Smith's to rocket. Its design is so popular that other luxury brands such as Saint Laurent, Paris, ETQ, Amsterdam, and Butterow have copied its sleek look. Number 13. But Stan Smiths are banned in one school in the United Kingdom. Unfortunately for some British teenagers, they are no longer allowed to wear these fashionable designs. The dress code of Thornley Salesin College states that students must wear black leather shoes with shoelaces, and unfortunately, school officials made an exception for the Sam Smith sneakers, and wearers were no longer allowed to come to school with them. This angered the parents of the students at Thornley, as the ruling came late in the school year after the students had been wearing the shoes for months. Number 14. Adidas invests in R&D and reaches millions of people worldwide. Since Adidas fans demand new products constantly, Adidas invests a lot in research and development. The latest known figure is from 2015, when Adidas spent 139 million euros on research and development projects. Important areas of research include sustainable product innovation, digital sports technologies, and customization. The marketing strategies of Adidas are so effective that they reach around 400 million people around the world every year. From Adidas is all in, to Sport 15, to Take It, to Your Future Is Not Mine, Adidas has proved time and time again that their messaging has reached and grabbed people, and it won't let you go. Number 15. Adidas is not short for All Day I Dream About Sports. The brand's name came from the original founder and owner, Adi Dasler, as we mentioned earlier, but somehow along the way an urban legend started that Adidas is an acronym for All Day I Dream About Sports. So now we call that a backronym, instead of an acronym as it came later than the actual name, which originated in 1949. So there you have it, 15 things you did not know about Adidas. What do you think? Is the secret to Adidas' enduring success? Why have they stayed not only hugely popular over the years, but have become one of the biggest brands in the world? As a special bonus for watching till the end, here is a little known fact. Number 16. This year, 2017, Adidas goes back to space. Last year, Yohji Yamamoto, designer for Y3 Adidas fashion design label, made the announcement that the brand's boots and jumpsuits will be worn by the passengers on board Virgin Galactic's first commercial flight into space. These passengers include Richard Branson, of course, and Leonardo DiCaprio. The launch date is expected later this year, and the Y3 team will continue to perfect the designs of the jumpsuit and boots, which are made of flame-retardant materials and leather. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on social media or ask us questions on our website at Alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer.